first, we want to thank you all for coming here, from traveling from where you've come from, whether close or far. I like to think of this as the two Floridas wedding. You got to have the beach side when we were out there at the church, and then you got to have the country Florida here out at the farms and everything. So this is for you, Sarah. This is for you, Dustin. So if anyone knows Sarah, she's always had a schedule. She had to be on a strict schedule. She knew when she was going to go to school. She knew when she was going to start dating, and it wasn't soon enough. She knew when she was going to go to college, and then where she was going to go after college, and when her career would start. And it wasn't until all those things were in place that Mr. Wright would come along. Now, the next thing that comes along in 10 months, but that could be a schedule out of your hands. So with that, Sarah, I have a question for you. So when does a bee know that it's time to get married? When it finds its honey. And that's what you found with Dustin. So as Deacon Eddie mentioned today, Sarah loves her puns, right? And if you're ever in a conversation with her, at least every other time, it's going to be a conversation that has puns. So I have one more question. This is a question for everybody here. So how does Blanca, I call her Blanca, Sarah, I call her back and forth, right? So how does Sarah keep her house so fresh and clean and shiny? She gives it a good dusting. And so, Dustin, I want you to know that you are the shine that we see in Sarah today. And so we're so grateful to have you joining our family, and we look forward to the wonderful years ahead. So we're going to make it a couple toasts, so we can toast on that real quick. Cheers, cheers.
Now it's the Mama Bear's turn. And actually, Mama Bear, I was named Mama Bear by Paige. Paige named me Mama Bear. And it stuck. All the kids call me Mama Bear now, too. So, once again, like Scott said, I would also like to thank everybody that is here who came from New York, Connecticut, Miami, Sebastian, Cocoa, Florida, Orlando, wherever. I'm going to thank you all. Yeah, California. It's my brothers, DC, Virginia, all those places. So thank you all for coming. And for all those who unfortunately could not be here due to whatever situation that came up, I just hope they know that they're in our hearts and our mind, and we wish them well. Nothing but good wishes for them. June 3rd, 1993. This actually truly is the first time that I ever saw what love was when I looked into your eyes, when they handed me to you after a couple of hours of labor, all that work, and they still cut me open like a fish. And they handed me to her, and I finally got to see her. And as all parents here know, it is, words can't describe the feeling you get when they place your child in your arms. And when I looked in her eyes, that's the first time I knew exactly what love was. And at that moment, our song, You Are My Sunshine, I used to sing this song to her before she was even born. When I was in college, I took some psych classes on children, and they told me, you need to hum a special song because children hear vibrations in the womb. So our song was You Are My Sunshine. And when she was born, I started singing it, and she didn't cry. She actually just looked at me, and I knew that she is my sunshine and will ever be my sunshine, and now she's your sunshine too. And I hate to make this long. So, going forward, seeing her develop into this strong, smart, beautiful woman, And I see her, and I see what Dustin has done to her. He's made her more confident than she's ever been. And I thank you for that, because I've always known how capable she is of doing absolutely anything. She's got the kindest heart, a spirit that can just fill a room with love. And her brains, let's hear it. We all know how smart she is. And then Dustin comes along and just added that other little sprinkle that I couldn't give her. And now she's got it all. So watch out, everybody. You know, watching her through high school, meeting all her these wonderful friends who are here for her now. All of these girls right here are girls that I've seen grow up. They're like my daughters. And then the two that were added from Peace Corps are just another extension of my daughters as well. I saw her go through UCF, graduate, amazing with honors. And then I see her say, you know what? I'm going to go to China. I'm going to go to Peace Corps. Who does that? Sarah, of course, with little pay, obviously. So she goes to China for 2.5 years. It doesn't stop there. She goes, and she's the only person in the city alone, when everybody else is grouped up with another person. That takes a lot of heart and a lot of bravery, and I don't think she gives herself enough credit for that. Then coming back and starting from scratch, going back to the same place she started, Bells. Molly knows that. And then getting her first real government job as a special agent. I mean, I couldn't be more proud of this girl, I'm telling you. Words actually cannot, there is no word that could really fulfill what I feel for you. Being a mother to you and all your siblings is one of the greatest joys I have in life. I have a beautiful family, and I have beautiful friends, and I have a great career, but being a mother to Sarah, to Kyle, to my Paige, and to Molly is really one of the biggest joys of my life. With all the ups and downs, I tell you right now that I couldn't be any happier to add Dustin to my family as a son. Now I finally have 2 sons. And I am very happy to have your mother and father be a part of our lives. I hope and pray that you will continue the love you have this moment forever. Whenever there is a moment of doubt, remember this day, and remember all the people here who love you and cherish you. You are both special and will never, ever, ever have to do without, because God is always with you. Amen. Can I get an amen? Amen. Thank you very much. So let's raise our glasses to the man and woman of the hour and of this decade, Dustin and Sarah. Woo!
Well, I am blessed to have a big brother that well, when you are blessed with a big brother, it is a gift from your parents from birth. He is my best friend, and I will cherish the memories that we have had together. So thank you, Dustin, for bestowing this privilege on me. I hadn't talked to Dustin about 6 months because he was deployed in the Navy. And when I got the phone call from Dustin asking me to be the best man, I was honored and so happy for him and Sarah. So Dustin is one of those guys who loves history, reading, military, craft beers, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, hiking, traveling, and computer games. And in other words, he's kind of a nerd. So we were all very privileged when he met Sarah. She is a great girl who forces him out of his comfort zone, who also loves hanging out with their friends, playing board games, and is a tremendous bookworm. She is absolutely perfect for Dustin. They both love reading. So this is the part where I get to embarrass Dustin, telling stories of us when we were kids. Once we were at Grandma's house, and Dustin wanted to cross the monkey bars. Grandma said no, but the second that she looked away, he started going. Halfway across, he got scared and froze in fear. I ran underneath him and said, "Don't worry, I will catch you." And he couldn't even drop because he was scared. So I had to run inside and go get Grandma to get him down. So let me just say this. I have never seen Dustin happier than he is now. Sarah, you get all the credit for that. I wish you both happiness, health, and prosperity in your future together. Dustin is going to make a great husband because he is smart, kind, and patient. And Sarah, you are going to make a great wife and mother. I got to switch pages. Because you are also smart. Because you're also smart, kind, and full of fun. All right. Romans 12:10 says, "Be devoted and one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves." I think you can't get any better advice than that. Just keep that in y'all's minds. Without further ado, would you please join me in raising your glasses for a toast for the best couple I know? Here's to Dustin and Sarah, a.k.a. Mr. and Mrs. Nollcamper. Cheers.
I want to first thank Travis for that amazing speech and take a moment to thank Sarah and Dustin and their families for having us all here for this beautiful night. When Sarah first asked me to be her matron of honor, I was very, very excited. And then we got to spend the next year talking about wedding plans, only to add more excitement and a lot of nerves for this speech. So bear with me. When I first started writing this speech, I wanted to make sure Sarah would be happy with her choice in making me her maid of honor. And so I tried to end every sentence with a pun. So I switched gears, and I started to thinking about what Sarah means to me. Sarah and I have known each other since summer before freshman year of high school, and neither of us realized at that time that we'd end up staying friends after that one class, and I don't think we could have ever imagined 15 years passing. In these 15 years of friendship, Sarah and I have talked about anything and everything, and I always knew Sarah was an amazing friend. But one memory stands out in particular. I was at a party, surrounded by people, in my own apartment, and felt completely alone. It wasn't until Sarah's name appeared on my phone, calling me a million miles away in China, did I feel like I had someone there for me. Okay, we're okay. No tears. And that's what I think of when I think about Sarah, is someone who will be there for you no matter what, even when she's millions of miles away and it's 3 a.m. her own time. Sarah's always been an amazing friend, but more than that, she's my sister. Which is why I knew when Sarah found a man, I wasn't going to accept just anyone. Not only did I need to believe this man would bring her the world, but Sarah also talked about how a guy needed one specific quality. Of course, she wanted a man who loved her and who would be thoughtful, and all the qualities a guy or a man should always have. But the one specific quality Sarah wanted is a man who could be sarcastic. In Sarah's words, it's no good if they can't make fun of you back. Which brings me to visiting Sarah almost exactly 3 years ago to this day. And I visited her in Jacksonville, and then she told me she's talking to a boy. Just talking. I was so excited. I asked her, what's he do? Where does he live? Where did he go to high school? And what are his plans for the future? All in one breath. And she knew most of the answers. Somehow that same night, I convinced her to give me Dustin's phone number. I don't know how I did this. She told me she wasn't telling anyone just yet that she was talking to him, so I knew what question had to be asked. I still have these text messages saved on my phone. So I'm going to read them to you. My very first question to Dustin was, "What are your intentions with my best friend?" And his response, "Well, my intentions with your best friend are pretty simple. I plan on both of us going away and eloping back to China, her favorite place in the world." Now, I'm sure we're all happy you guys didn't elope back to China. At the time, I was happy because I knew someone found that someone with this special quality in a guy. It was sarcasm. But then I got to spend time with you both and see the love grow for each other together. So Dustin, not you, I want to thank you for being who you are, because who you are is exactly who Sarah dreamed you would be. And I know that you'll give her the world. And that makes me so happy. So, I'm going to leave Dustin and Sarah off here with a bit of advice from someone who's been married an entire 70 days. If a wall should come between you, too high to climb, too tough to break through, I know that love will lead you and and find a way to bring you to each other. So don't be in a hurry. Think before you count each other out. You don't have to worry. You will never let each other down. If you listen to each other's hearts, you'll find that you're never too far apart. So let's all raise our glass and toast to the bride and groom.
Incredible to see everyone and all of your love and support throughout the years, and I know for many years more. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time, everything that you've given us, since we've been born. Thank my parents. I'd like to thank Dustin's parents for giving birth to us and dealing with us. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be standing here, so thank you. To our wonderful friends who have been very confused through probably a lot of this, but who have stuck with us through the good times, through the crazy times, through me freaking out. Thank you. And to all of our friends and family who are here with us now, for always being there to support us unconditionally. We really appreciate you. We're really thankful for you. Thank you.
Yeah. And with that, please raise your glasses to the parents, the catering staff, and those great speeches. Thank you all for everything.
Thank you.